softly against the tall glass windows of the Whitley estate, a sprawling mansion overlooking the Seattle skyline. Inside, silence reigned, except for the faint hum of the fireplace and the slow, rhythmic breathing of Ethan Whitley, a man who, to the outside world, had everything. At 38, Ethan was the youngest self-made billionaire in Washington. A tech empire at his fingertips, luxury cars in the driveway, and headlines calling him the iron-hearted genius. But tonight, Ethan wasn't signing deals or building empires. Tonight, he was pretending to be asleep. Because he wanted to test someone. Not his employees. Not his rivals. But his maid, a quiet young woman named Lila Brooks, who had only been working for him for 3 months. Lila was 24, polite to the point of silence, with wide brown eyes that never quite met his. She spoke softly, moved carefully, and seemed to carry the world on her shoulders. Ethan often caught her staring at his late wife's portrait, as if she recognized the sadness behind it. Lately, Ethan had grown curious about her. She refused extra pay. She refused to take days off. And once, when she thought no one was watching, he saw her secretly patching a tear in his late wife's blanket with her own sewing needle, the same blanket he hadn't touched since his wife died. Who was she really? Why did she care? So tonight, Ethan staged a test. He dismissed the other staff early, left an open wallet beside his bedside table, filled with hundreds of dollars, and lay down pretending to sleep, the soft glow of the lamp still on. He wanted to see if kindness was real, or if everyone eventually had a price. Lila entered quietly, wearing her usual gray uniform. She thought he was asleep, so she moved slowly, dusting the shelves and folding his clothes with delicate precision. Ethan's heart beat faster with every step she took toward the nightstand. Then, she saw the wallet. She froze. Looked at it. Then looked at him. Ethan's eyelids stayed half shut, watching through the tiniest slit. His mind whispered, "Will she take it?" Lila's hand trembled. She touched the wallet, but instead of opening it, she took out a small envelope from her pocket and slid it under the wallet. Ethan frowned. What was that? She glanced at him once, her lips quivering, and whispered, "You don't know me, sir, but you saved my brother's life." She wiped her eyes, bowed her head, and left. Ethan waited until she was gone before sitting up, his heart pounding. He grabbed the envelope and opened it. Inside was a note, and a folded hospital receipt. The note read, "3 months ago, you paid for a stranger's surgery through your foundation. That stranger was my brother. I promised I'd find a way to thank the man who saved him. I took this job not to earn money, but to return what you gave us, in my way. The world may see you as cold, but I've seen the warmth you hide." Ethan's throat tightened. Beneath the note was a small photo, a little boy in a hospital gown, smiling weakly at the camera. That night, for the first time in years, Ethan Whitley cried. Before we continue, take a moment. If this story has already touched your heart, please like this video and subscribe to our channel, The Kindness Chronicles, where stories of hope and humanity come alive. It truly helps us share more kindness with the world. The test that broke him. The next morning, Ethan called Lila to his office. She came nervously, clutching her cleaning cloth, unaware that her world was about to change. "Lila," Ethan said quietly, "did you leave something in my room last night?" Her face turned pale. I was just cleaning, sir." He slid the note across the desk. "This fell under my wallet." Her eyes widened. She hesitated, then nodded, tears glimmering. "I didn't mean to intrude, sir. I just wanted to thank you." Ethan stood up slowly. "Why didn't you just tell me?" She looked down. People don't believe maids when they talk to billionaires. The words hit him harder than he expected. Lila went on, voice trembling. "When my brother got sick, I thought I'd lose him. We had no money, no insurance. Then your foundation stepped in. I don't know why you helped us, but you did. I wanted to earn an honest living, to repay kindness with work, not words. For the first time in years, Ethan smiled, a real, fragile smile. He said softly, "You thought I wouldn't notice kindness unless I tested it. Turns out, it was me who needed the test." But that wasn't the end. That evening, Ethan decided to do something drastic. He visited the hospital from the photo, bringing Lila and her brother, Noah, now recovering and walking again. Ethan had arranged something quietly, an entire wing named the Brooks Rehabilitation Center, fully funded by his company. When Lila saw the plaque, she burst into tears. "Sir, this is too much." Ethan shook his head. "It's the least I can do. Because last night, I realized something." He looked out at the evening sun through the hospital window. "I've built empires, but I forgot how to build trust. You reminded me what it looks like." He turned to her then, eyes glassy. "You were cleaning my house, while I was cleaning my soul." Lila didn't know what to say. All she could whisper was, "Thank you, for seeing me." Months passed. Lila stayed, not as a maid, but as the director of Ethan's charitable foundation, using her experience to help hundreds of families like hers. Ethan, once a lonely billionaire haunted by loss, began smiling again. Every evening, when he walked past that old blanket his wife once loved, he no longer felt pain, only peace. Because kindness